January 29th when video shows a woman walking along West Lawrence Avenue on Chicago's northwest side. Within a few strides, a dark sedan screeches along the sidewalk and 4 people bail out and surround her. What happens next isn't fast, as robberies so often are. The 4 people, who police say are armed with weapons, shove, manhandle, and strip the 35-year-old woman of her personal property. The 4-on-1 robbery plays out on the Jefferson Park sidewalk for 2 solid minutes. For 120 seconds, they push and pat down the young woman, rifling her pockets and bags she'd been carrying. They pile back in the sedan and speed off, leaving the woman collecting herself and whatever they left on the ground. Then, as a city bus approaches, the woman frantically tries to flag it down. The bus never so much as pauses. Her panicked waves for help in the middle of the street are ignored by 2 more passing drivers. Still, it gets worse. What appears to be the very same car of armed offenders returns for a replay. 3 offenders leap out, surround her for a second time, this time delivering a blow to her head and another 60 seconds of physical intimidation. Finally, nearly 4 minutes later, it all ends when the offenders speed off for good, leaving a rattled woman stranded among what scattered items her attackers decided were of no use to them.
You got it. Here, take it. Take it. Take everything. Take everything. Take everything. Take everything. Take everything.
So just give me everything. Give me the keys and everything. Give me the keys. Give me your money, everything. Keys, everything. Everything. Money, keys, purse. Here are the keys. Purse. Oh, give me your purse. Give me your fucking purse right now. What up, cuz?
Okay, lấy ra đi, lấy ra. Okay.
I got police! I got the key!
Under here.
Get the fuck off me! Asshole! Fucker! What the fuck? Ah! Fuck! What the fuck?
Stop fucking screaming. What's the password? What's the password? What's the password? What else?
Earlier today in the Oval Office, Donald Trump looked at the assembled cameras and asked for me personally to say, Mr. President, can you do us the honor of protecting our city? Instead, I say, Mr. President, do not come to Chicago.
What?
Donald Trump won, I believe.
Democratic lawmakers in Washington are calling Elon Musk President Musk now, and they're saying Donald Trump is the vice president or the head of communications.
What's? Wait a second. No one said that.
Really? Have you not watched and paid attention to the
Absolutely
news?
not. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing during my day so I can try and get a better life and get ahead.
Okay, do you have your phone with you?
I do.
Why don't you Google right now?
Yes, tell me.
President Musk and see what comes up.
No. But that's already a loaded question, you realize.
Tell me, give me the sources.
Axios, Business Insider.
Oh.
We don't trust
Keep
any
going,
of these. The
keep
common
going,
man doesn't
keep
trust
going,
any of this.
keep going.
ABC News,
Oh,
Washington
keep
Post,
going.
New York Times, The Atlantic.
Oh!
I don't trust any of these.
Oh!
I don't trust any of them.
Okay.
I don't trust any of these. We're the common man. We don't trust any of these. No one trusts the government. No one trusts the common news. We don't trust any of that anymore.
Well,
Independent news, we are the ones that own the news now. People trust me. They don't trust MSNBC because I care and I'm actually one of them.
I can't disagree with you.
Okay.
Because
Well then.
I get a lot of people coming to me saying, I only watch,
say it.
I don't watch corporate media anymore.
Right.
even someone who has one of the biggest social media and biggest information platforms in the world, you don't care, you don't think that you have any x.com or you have any responsibility to the truth or moderating the platform?
Well, yes, of course we have a responsibility to the truth, and that's exactly why after this interview is done, you're not going to be doing interviews with me anymore.
You know, the best part about Trump cleaning up D.C. is he's exposing that this is something that could have been done the whole time. In my opinion, he goes down to Chicago and clean up Chicago, the #1 murder rate of all. If he cleans that up and he does the same exact thing that just happened, in my opinion, they want crime to happen. They allow crime to happen. Because when they say crime pays, it's probably they pockets. That's what they really meant by that. And if you really think about it, right, before Trump even took office, look at the system in the game we're in. In Dallas, Texas, there are massage parlors that will give you $5 plucky pluckies. It's not actually $5 though, but you know what I'm saying. And they're all over the city. And there's no way you can tell me that there's no cop that's never driven by one of these places and don't know what's going on in there. You a fucking lie. It's broad daylight. It's not at night. They're running it like a regular business, bitch. With fucking bars on the fucking chain link door, whatever. Y'all, bro. They have gambling shacks all over fucking Dallas that do this shit every night. Austin has it. Y'all not breaking them down because either you're getting paid, you don't. It's something going. Like I said, crime pays, bro. And I'm telling you, a lot of these people are getting paid because there's no way cops don't know that this shit is going on. You know this shit is going on. You just allow it. Which means, again, you're allowing crime. Because Trump is showing that this shit can really run smoothly if y'all would just do y'all job and actually care about the people and work for the people. This shit is so deep. This is why they want him gone. Like, bro, the only other person I know that they've done this much persecution to, and I'm not saying he's not even a 1% chance of being Jesus. But the persecution on this man, bro. They're saying he had 200 something felonies. They tried to off him twice. They've attacked him the entire time. They smeared his name. They lied. They fucking did a Russian collusion. Bro, just smear this the entire time. That's just crazy work. And that to me, and when I hear Trump have Christian sermons and preachers and he talks about God, I have to say he's protected. And this is God protecting him. This is why the hate is so much strong. You are watching this, the top notch of the demonic side attack. That's what you're really hearing. The demonic side attacking in a human system mentally that has been broken down, that they think that what they're saying is normal when really what they're saying is insanity. That's where we are today.
Seems like Don Lemon just loves getting owned.
Women I've been talking to are really, really concerned and they're emotional, and I think a lot of them have a right to be.
Politicians aren't perfect. They're imperfect like everybody else. Trump's rhetoric isn't for everybody. His style isn't for everybody. We got a lot of good things done under Trump.
Okay, then what they did, meaning a woman's right to choose, is removed under Trump.
That's not the only issue in this world, okay? A percentage of the female vote went up 2%. So are those women crazy? I mean, it's not 50%, but it's high 40s, and he got that. So ask those women, like, they voted for Trump. So clearly it wasn't just abortion was the issue. Now, I agree. Even in very Republican states, you know, pro-choice amendments have done very, very well, okay? So it is a concern. I think most people are pro-choice, okay? But at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of people, there's other things. They're concerned about the broken border. They're concerned about crime. They're concerned about inflation. They're concerned about a lot of other things. So women are not one-dimensional. Men are not one-dimensional. And so if you're upset about abortion, great. If that's your prime issue, then go live in a state that's pro-choice. If it's not your one issue, like a lot of people vote for Trump, you got other things to care about, and he'll fix those things.
Later. It's time for the percolator.
I'm from Chicago originally, and I do support that. Chicago is a war zone.
You think he should send the National Guard to Chicago?
I really do.
Yeah. Tell me why.
To assist, not to make arrests, of course, to assist, to maybe stop, just be a deterrent, So I really am in favor of what he's doing in D.C. with it.
You are?
Oh, I really am.
Tell me.
But, well, I mean, listen, how many people have died in D.C. since we started? How many people have got shot and killed?
Yeah. I know it's minimal. I don't know. It was none.
It was zero for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't looked for it
there
in the
may
past
have been
couple of
one
days.
since. I don't know.
Yeah.
But listen, how can you be more BLM than saving their lives?
But you know that crime is down already.
Yeah, but you also know that it's high. I mean, carjacking, even the mayor said carjacking have went down 86%. Come on. I mean, what is the real goal here? Is it to take over a city, or is it to keep people safe? That's what you have to determine.
I think it's to take over a city.
I don't. I think it's to keep people safe. I really do.
The mayor said she didn't believe that they were getting the return on the investment, though, although the crime was down, because of the money that taxpayers are spending for this. And if they had just asked, they could have assisted the police rather than
How
just...
much money are the taxpayers paying for it?
Millions.
Millions?
Yes.
Because National Guard would be working somewhere, right?
Yeah, they would be working somewhere, but also they have to have housing there. They have to have a transportation. They have to have resources. They have to have food.
It's very minimal. What kind of price are you going to put on? See, how many people were there? There was a murder every 2 days.
Yeah.
Up until he started this, there was a murder every 2 days.
I don't think people. Listen, let me just tell you this. I don't think people think that crime should not be taken down. I think it's the method in which he's doing it. If he had called it, hang on, let me answer the question. Let me ask you a question. Make my statement. If he had called or had reached out to the people there, like the mayor of D.C. or the governors or the mayors of the cities or states, and said, "We would like to get crime down. I can send in some resources to help you. What do you need? Let's work together." Instead, he's antagonizing.
He's tried that approach before.
He has not tried that approach. He hasn't tried that approach. Hold on, that's not true.
No, wait a minute. Do you think?
I know, but I acknowledge. I said it's not true. Do you? No, yes, but do you understand that's not true?
No, I don't understand that's true.
Okay, we're in Union Station, and you guys, if you've been watching, you know, right behind you, this is where the members of the National Guard are stationed, right here. Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
How do you feel being here?
Ooh, that's a great question. To the state PAO's office. Thank you.
That's it? You guys aren't talking?
Yeah, state PO, sir. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
These troops had no interest in being a part of Don Lemon's propaganda. Don Lemon runs up with his untucked dress shirt, hoping that these troops are just as Trump deranged as he is. And they'll recognize him as the guy from TV and be willing to give a tell-all right there in the middle of the train station. The absolute arrogance and entitlement that would fuel somebody to disrespect the National Guard like this, just to try to get a viral clip, is absolutely bewildering. But he continues his journey through Washington, D.C., intentionally annoying everybody he comes into contact with. And then a congressman schools him on how the crime in red states is essentially all coming from blue cities.
Listen to the places. Los Angeles, blue, right? Chicago, that he's saying he's going to send it.
Memphis is blue.
Blue.
Every city.
Well, Tennessee is a red state, okay?
But Memphis is extremely blue.
Okay, but still, it's in a red state.
But you're using an example of a
okay, well, fine. Let's just say Memphis. Baltimore, blue.
Blue.
Yeah. So
name me a big city that's not blue.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me say something. Don, let me say something. Listen, they're saying that has a crime problem.
Every city has crime problem.
Not like those cities that you mentioned.
Jackson, Mississippi has crime. Every big city has a crime problem.
But that's exactly my problem. If you want to talk about addressing, when you had a new mayor in New York and they clean up crime, everybody's happier.
Yeah.
And that would happen to be a Republican that did that.
I think you're making a very good point.
Democrats have been running with the misleading talking point that 13 out of the 20 highest murder states are red states. But they say it that way to push a narrative, because saying that 24 out of the 25 cities with the highest murder rates are run by Democrats doesn't support their false narrative that Donald Trump is just purposely targeting these blue cities in blue states. J.B. Pritzker loves to say Chicago isn't in the top 20 for highest murder rates, but ignores that Chicago has the most murders in the United States and has been that way for 13 consecutive years. If a city has a murder rate of 30 per 100,000 people, but only has 100,000 people, you're talking about 30 murders, which is still tragic. It's still a lot. But you're not making a good argument when you say, well, Chicago only has 12 murders per 100,000 people, but almost 4 million people live there. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of murders. And it's not just a big city problem. Chicago is the third largest city in America, but has more murders than New York and Los Angeles. They want Donald Trump to send the National Guard into 20 different small cities when he can send them into one city and save the same amount of human life. But of course, Democrats don't understand the concept of efficiency and working smarter, not harder. But Don Lemon lives a cushy upper class life and doesn't have to worry about any danger, so he can engage in his idealistic opposition to Donald Trump. But when he goes on the streets of Baltimore and talks to the real people on the ground, you know, the ones who have to deal with the crime problem, they say, yes, bring in the guard, help us.
I think it would help some.
Why so?
Coming from a family that was broken up, my husband was murdered 2 years ago, and nothing was ever done.
Murder where? At home?
Right out in front of our house.
Sorry.
It was a carjacking gone wrong, and they shot him in his head. Killed him instantly, so. But again, our lovely mayor didn't do nothing.
Did they ever find the perpetrator?
Nope.
So you want to see it?
Yes, I want justice.
You want justice, and you would like to see the troops here in the National Guard?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry you had that experience. The president said he wants to send troops here to Maryland. What do you think? Baltimore into Maryland?
I'm not opposed of it.
Right.
I think it'll be a good idea.
Why so?
Maybe we can clean up some of this crime-ridden neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know?
Is the crime bad?
Very bad. Atrocious.
Democrats really believe people are more afraid of trained troops patrolling the streets acting as a deterrent to crime than they are of lawless criminals who have no regard for human life running around terrorizing people.
I think Mayor Brandon Johnson thinks that he's in charge of his own little country.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago. No militarized force in the city of Chicago.
Meanwhile, in Chicago,
Everybody gotta get down. Everybody gotta get down because they shoot. Everybody down. Look, these kids are running. They shooting. We can't have no fun in Chicago, man. No fun, man. This is terrible.
54 people shot in Chicago over the weekend. 7 were fatal. We've seen the results of D.C. Donald Trump wants to do the same thing in Chicago. But these two clowns want to do everything in their power to block it. I feel like Thing 1 and Thing 2 wake up every morning listening to Kanye West before they get to work.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
How many more deaths, man? How many more deaths is it gonna take for y'all to get y'all head out of y'all asses and work with Donald Trump and get rid of the crime in your cities? Damn.
Earlier today in the Oval Office, Donald Trump looked at the assembled cameras and asked for me personally to say, Mr. President, can you do us the honor of protecting our city? Instead, I say, Mr. President, do not come to Chicago.
Meanwhile, we're dealing with a progressive Democratic gang. I call them, they are the real gangster disciples, the city of Chicago Democratic machine. It's big business. It's going to be big business because they are trying to make the city of Chicago a socialist, communist city.
They continue to say they don't need the president's help. Do you agree?
Governor Pritzker, then we have Mayor Brandon Useless Johnson. They are very unconstitutional. They don't understand law and they don't understand order. We have an education crisis in the city of Chicago. We have a mental health crisis in Chicago. Our children are dealing with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, that a lot of people do not know. And the fact of seeing seniors getting killed, our children getting killed, mothers getting killed, young men getting killed, and we are not getting any help at all. It's starting to become normalized, and that is not normal.
I will tell you right now, I'm a person that lives on the south side of Chicago. I live in the area, if I call the police, they may take 40 to 50 minutes to come there if they come at all. The mayor of Chicago, I'm not going to say his name, but Brandon Johnson, he has been the one electing and giving all these monies to migrants. But guess what? Just a couple of days ago, a guy was walking out of the gas station in out west Chicago, and he got over 100 shots to him. And that was 8 in the morning. Where were you at? You talk about what things that's happening in our neighborhood, but you want to put a Band-Aid and you want to act like this town is good. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how many people get killed in downtown Chicago every weekend. Don't board up things to put a Band-Aid on a crisis, because right now, I can guarantee you, and the people will hate that I say this, and I'm a Trump supporter, and they'll say what I want, but I follow Donald Trump, and I know that he is implementing a lot of things that can change this nation.
Shootings will continue as long as this presidential administration continues to put politics over people.
So Chicago's mayor, Brandon Johnson, says that Trump is intimidated by intellectual prowess of black men, and that Trump is the biggest threat to humanity in many, many years. He's pissed because he says that the federal government is withholding $800 million, which can go towards crime. But Mayor Brandon Johnson, you spent $600 million on illegal criminal immigrants against your own citizens, people who were born and raised from Chicago. You're not even able to fund education because of you. Chicago right now is $1 billion, probably and counting, in debt. He doesn't want Trump to come in there and clean up crime. But if you ask me, he need to clean up the police department, who are gangs.
My name is Miss Gail. My grandson is Gregory Wilson III. You got people still robbing, stealing, killing. Just the other day, a 5-year-old boy got killed, shot in the head. It's like it's never going to end. So if Mr. Trump want to bring these troops to Chicago, hey, bring them on. What we got to lose? You know what I'm saying? Put some fear in, let them know that they're here and they want, to protect the city of Chicago. We got elderly people afraid to ride the red line. You got kids can't go outside and play. You got women don't want to walk at night alone.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.